Hello and welcome to the Hoopla Live Lounge. You made it to our very first show. Thank you for joining us, and thank you to Nikki and Kevin from SaLOONatics. Thanks for joining us today.
We are glad to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. So you guys are a classic rock cover band. Am I correct in how I describe you?
Yes.
All right. And so tell me a little bit about how the band was formed.
I joined Kim Bean and Barth Walter and another gentleman who was on keyboards at the time back a year ago, December, and then shortly after that we had a couple of different keyboard personnel changes, and we were deciding to rename the band, and Barth came up with this idea with SaLOONatics. And nobody else had a better name, so it stuck.
Yeah, you went with it, right? And how long has the group been together?
The present group has been together for just a little bit over a year.
Okay, so still pretty new to the corridor scene. And why classic rock? What was the decision behind that?
Classic rock is, a lot of people love it. Whether you grew up with classic rock or you or are just being introduced to it, a lot of people love it. It's fun dancing music, it's fun party music, so a lot of people just really like it.
Mm-hmm. And you have an interesting microphone stand. Is there a story behind that?
Yeah, actually there is a little bit of one. It's a yellow chain, and it is not plastic. Some people have thought it's plastic, but it's actually chrome. And then I had it painted in the yellow because that's my favorite color. My husband gave that to me for, I don't know, one of my birthdays.
There's a yellow whip that goes with it.
There's not.
She has it at home.
So anyway, yellow's my favorite color, and I used that actually in Canty Rocks, which is another band I sang in before I came into SaLOONatics. And so anyway, yeah, it's a cool... I need to get a sparkling microphone, though.
Yeah, just to really complete the look,
yes,
right?
I need that.
And so how do you choose the music that you perform?
Wow.
Part of it was stuff that we individually had played before and said, oh, okay, what can we throw together to put this band together? And that's kind of how bands start anyway. And then you start to kind of cherry pick as time goes on. When Nikki joined the band, we started to think our thoughts a little bit more elevated because she can sing anything, and so that opened up our dream space, so to speak. It's like, oh, we can do Journey and Styx and Boston, so that was part of it. And then if there's usually we'll say, what do you guys think of this song? And then if Paul says, I don't want to do that one, then we don't do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've told some people.
Our bass player, he didn't want to play this one Bryan Adams song, and so we don't play that one.
It has to be a unison decision.
Yeah,
pretty much.
We kind of have a, use your, I really do not want to do that song, and I feel very strongly, and 5 is the definitely I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. So if you say 5, then it's off the table. But if you say, well, I'm kind of at a 3, then we'll go ahead and, see what everybody else thinks. But we try and have a unison.
But we're kind of in the same general universe when it comes to our tastes in music. We're not like hardcore rap or anything. Nobody in the band really wants to do that. So there's like about a gazillion songs that we probably could agree on. We just had to find the right ones.
Mm-hmm. And you guys each bring something different to the table. You were telling me that you sound like Johnny Cash, and you very much do. And like, what's different about your guys' group?
We're all a little.
We're a bunch of misfits. Yeah. But that's kind of part of rock and roll anyway.
I think we're high energy. People like to watch us. I tend to be pretty active on the stage. I'm pretty chatty on the stage, and so I think that appeals to people. I go off the stage and talk to our
We were
audience.
so boring before she joined. She's really added a lot of life. She's the interface from the band to the public to the audience that we were missing, and we really appreciate that.
And they just butter me up so much. They're very gracious. There was a kid last week when we were at Rock the Block, and he had on these alligator shoes. They were the coolest little things, and I was in the middle of a song, so I couldn't really say anything. But as soon as that song was over, I have a wireless mic, so I could follow him out to where his parents were, and I'm like, what kind of shoes are those? And, you know, he talked a little bit, and sometimes I have kids play the tambourine, so.
Did he return with, like, what type of mic stand is that? Like, what?
No, he was about 3 years old, so he really wasn't that big of a talker.
Well, we are going to cut to one of your performances at Rock the Block last week, and then we'll be back with a surprise for our audience. So. Are back, and you guys really rocked the block last week, but can you rock these blocks? So things have already gotten a little competitive as I was bringing out the Jenga, but I'm going to interview them while we play a game of Jenga. And so obviously you pull one block at a time. You must do at least 3 rows from the top. Once you touch a block, you cannot put it back. You have to commit to that block. I'm over here and I'm watching for any cheaters. So, all right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you go first, Nikki, and pull a block? And while you are, what was the last song you listened to?
The last song was, oh gosh, I can't remember. I'm going to go with Bad Seed Rising.
All right. You seem uncertain. Are you sure that's it?
No, but it's close.
Go ahead and put that block back on top, and you're safe for this round. All right, Kevin, let's see what you have. And what was the last song you listened to?
I believe it was Rainbow in the Dark by Dio.
Oh, wow.
It was on KRNA.
Classic. All right, and pulling from the bottom.
Are
That's
you kidding
risky.
me?
That's risky.
Oh my gosh.
Last song I listened to is probably, oh gosh, I've already touched like 10 blocks and I'm already breaking my rules. I know. Okay. I probably listened to some pop music that was on the radio.
Oh, you didn't?
Oh,
You don't even know what the song is?
I'm like,
oh my gosh, I really have committed now, and it's, oh no, I'm going to be the one that does this. Okay. Oh, if I can keep it on, this will be really impressive.
Oh.
Okay, I only lost that one.
and you're
That's
supposed to
not
put that
bad.
one back on the top.
Oh, I got to put it on top.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't. Oh,
Now?
holy crap. This is
See,
going to
I
be
didn't know that.
miserable.
Okay, Nikki, what was the first concert you attended?
I don't know that either.
One of the, at least
okay,
tell us one of the
go
first
with John Denver. Oh, let's go with John Denver in Dallas.
My mom used to sing John Denver in the car all the time, and so great choice. And which one are you going to go for?
Oh my gosh.
Find a loose one. There's got to be one somewhere.
Kevin, I cannot believe you took that bottom one.
Well, you could always take
You've
the
got it.
other
You've
one on the other
committed.
side.
Silence in the
Oh
room.
my gosh. You're killing me.
She's just making it difficult for Kevin. All right, she is in the clear. I'm going to tap this one over just because.
Hey,
it's
that
fallen.
is.
Who said I want to win?
Oh.
Oh, I do.
You're
I
setting
might
us
just
up for
want to just
failure.
topple it.
All right, what was your very first concert you've ever been to? Or
Neil Sedaka, and it was at McElroy Auditorium.
wow, impressive. Do you remember the year?
1978, I believe.
Impressive. Now,
Wow.
are you sure that's your first one you went to?
Well, first, like, rock concert.
Okay, all right.
You didn't say rock concert. You didn't say rock concert.
Well, I didn't say rock concert,
Well,
but
I
if that was your
I-
first concert.
Did you go see the
Where-
Everly Brothers?
No.
Okay, I just wonder.
All right, now you have to set me up for if I'm going to make the tower fall.
You have
Go
to
ahead
take a
and
break.
go ahead and take a brick.
Oh, seriously, you're not gonna. Well, she's after me, so she's gonna make it.
Everybody gets really quiet when they start pulling. Once you touch one, you have to take it.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
Okay.
You touched the other one, but that's all right.
Sorry.
I'll just take that one.
All right. So, my first concert was the Goo Goo Dolls, and I was in the 8th grade. So,
Oh.
all right. So, what is your favorite song to perform, Nikki?
My favorite song to perform. Oh gosh, you mean in the SaLOONatics?
Yeah.
Okay, because my favorite song actually is the national anthem. But in the SaLOONatics, it's probably, I'm gonna say the new one that we do, which is Magic Power. Magic
Right.
Power by
Wow.
Triumph.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah.
So, where are you going to head next here?
Oh gosh.
This has really turned into a game of concentration.
Okay, this. Oh dang it! Oh Kevin, I swear.
There's tension in the band
There is
already.
That's not gonna come out.
Oh, it's coming out. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's bringing some other ones with it.
She's using the hammer technique.
I would call that tapping.
Tapping. Okay.
That sounds like a guitar player. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, if you get this out, I'll be extremely impressed.
Well, I am up to impress people.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Okay. It's almost.
Oh, and there we go. All right. Well, Nikki
All
officially
right.
lost, and I mean,
Ha ha.
we definitely didn't give you much grace there because we kept on messing with the blocks. But moving on, I'll ask you a couple more questions. So, what's the funniest thing to happen on stage to you guys in the past year?
Ooh. Funny. I don't know the answer to that question. Do you?
It's a trick question.
Is it?
I didn't set it up as one,
yeah.
but
I don't know that. I don't know. I guess maybe if I can't think of a specific instance. I would almost say
It's all funny.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
and what lessons have you learned from being in the SaLOONatics?
well, I would almost probably broaden that to what lessons have you learned in a band. And any band that you're in is really a lot like very much a family. You have to be. I mean, right now we're just trying. It's hard for us to figure out when to practice, so that can be difficult. But it's really about communication. A lot of bands. You think of the bands that have been together for a long time, like the Eagles or Journey, and there can always be issues within a band, but you learn to work them out through that communication, and that's great for life because you've got to communicate with whatever kind of job you're in to have a good product. Because if we don't like each other personally when we're up there on stage, that's going to show.
Yeah,
it does show. What would you say?
Yes.
You agree. You second the movement, right? Now, you guys do a lot of private shows too, don't you? And so if somebody wants to have you in a private show, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, through Facebook, or they can give us a call. I have our booking agent is Paul Abadili, and he's also our keyboard player. And his number is 319-350-8496.
Great. And what do you like to tell people before they attend a show? What should people be ready for when they come to a SaLOONatics show?
Fun.
High energy music.
High energy music. There's dance music. There's listening music.
No cursing.
Yeah, that's true. We're pretty clean. That's something the guys. I'm sure they appreciate. Sometimes I will nix a song because there's language in a song that I don't want to. I would say we're always going to be a family-friendly band, but we're still very hard driving and high energy.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And what performance do you have coming up?
Well, we are out at Amana, Worst Fest, and first of all, I want to say we really appreciate all the venues that give live music opportunities to perform. And right now, we're going to be in Amana at the Worst Fest. We're going to be at the Millstream Brewing Company that is in Amana from 5 to 9 this Saturday. And the Worst Fest is a great festival itself, and then it's going to be great weather. It's not going to be as sticky as it is right now.
It's going to be the worst fest ever.
Good play on words. Well, thank you so much.
Hopefully it'll be the best.
You're not going to be the worst
if it doesn't rain
ever, right?
It's not going to rain. We'll be good.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Nikki and Kevin. You can check them out this weekend at the Worst Festival in Amana. Thanks for joining us here on the Hoopla Live Lounge. We'll see you next week.